Nah, you actually can't make this up. 3 months, not 3 years, not even one season. 3 months, and Manchester United have already pulled the trigger on Ruben Amorim. This is Manchester United, a club screaming about long-term projects, patience, and process. And yet the moment things get uncomfortable, they panic again. Now let me take you inside what really happened here, because this isn't just about results. This is about power, ego, and a club that still doesn't know who's actually in charge. From day one, Amorim didn't walk into Old Trafford as the boss. He walked in as a head coach, and that distinction matters more than people realize. He was promised influence, he was promised authority, he was promised backing, but what he got was politics. Behind the scenes there was friction, disagreements, silent battles over transfers, over control, over vision. His relationship with the director of football, up and down, push and pull, no alignment. And Amorim, he's not the type to smile and play puppet. He's honest, too honest, emotional, says what he thinks. And at Manchester United, that's dangerous because this club doesn't punish failure. It punishes discomfort. Here's the crazy part. United were 3 points off fourth. Top 5 was wide open. Champions League football was right there. Amorim genuinely believed, and listened carefully, that with 1 or 2 experienced signings and the return of players from AFCON, United would finish in the Champions League spots. And honestly, that belief wasn't delusional. Progress was happening. Slowly, yes. Imperfectly, yes. But it was happening. So the timing of this sacking, that's what makes it reckless. You don't sack a manager when momentum is fragile but alive, unless you've already decided you never trusted him in the first place. And let's talk about the hypocrisy for a second. So Jim Ratcliffe stood in front of cameras just 3 months ago and said, we have to be patient. He mocked knee-jerk reactions. He said Amorim needed 3 years. 3 years. Not 3 months. Today, that interview looks embarrassing. Not because journalists were right, but because United once again proved they don't even believe their own words. This is the same club that sacked Moyes, sacked Van Gaal, sacked Mourinho, sacked Ole, and now Amorim. Different styles, different personalities, same ending. At some point, you stop blaming the managers, because let's be honest, managing Manchester United right now is like trying to steer a ship with 10 captains arguing over the wheel. You've got the Glazers, you've got INEOS, you've got Ratcliffe with only 30% ownership but full operational control. You've got sporting directors, recruitment teams, analysts, data departments, and then you've got a head coach expected to deliver miracles without real authority. It's chaos. Modern football doesn't allow full control anymore. Fine, but it does require alignment. And United don't have it. Amorim saw this coming. You could see it in his press conferences. That wasn't a man fighting to survive. That was a man who'd had enough. When he basically said, "But back me or sack me," United chose the easier option. Sacking is simpler than fixing a broken structure. Now here's the part that should actually worry United fans. Bruno Fernandes, this isn't just a captain. This is the emotional engine of the team. And he was very close to Amorim. So close that many believe if not for Amorim, Bruno would have left last summer. Amorim convinced him to stay, reassured him, made him feel wanted. Now that voice is gone. I'm not saying Bruno leaves tomorrow. I'm not saying Saudi Arabia is calling next week. But if you're a United fan, you'd be lying if you said this doesn't plant doubt. Because when players stop believing in the project, contracts don't matter. So what's the real lesson here? This wasn't about tactics. It wasn't about 3 at the back. It wasn't even about results. This was about a club still haunted by its past, still chasing control, still allergic to patience. And until Manchester United decide who they really are in modern football, this cycle will never end. New manager, new promises, same collapse. So I'll ask you this, and be honest, was sacking Amorim the right call? Or did United just press reset on a problem that wasn't even his? And if you were Bruno Fernandes right now, would you still believe in this project? Let me know.